Make sure you join our Crypto Gamers and Collectors Facebook group for more information and discussions on crypto collectibles.
Wait up. Let me pause this. Start the music. I started recording before I start my music. Alright. Sorry guys. I got a bit too excited there. Anyway, what's up Decentraland community? I really like making these type of videos for you guys because it's just so popular. I mean, so many of you check these videos out, these articles out, and I get a lot of positive feedback about this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, as usual, the last week's worth of sales, and I'm gonna go through them a bit differently. I'm actually gonna go through them parcel by parcel. Sorry for the background noise, that was the heater. But yeah, parcel by parcel. And I'm just going to go through my thoughts. I'm not going to take too long on each parcel because there was like, I don't know, maybe 50 parcels sold in the last 7 days. Probably more, maybe even 100. Probably 100. Maybe even more than 100 actually. So yeah, I'm going to use Decentrastats. I alternate between Decentrastats.com and nonfungible.com. Both are great community websites about tracking sales history. So let's start with this one. What do we have? 7,000 mana. It's a pretty good price. Actually, bought 2 hours ago. Anything in the heart of districts and surrounded by districts, if you can get these under 7,000 mana, it's a good deal. And there's been plenty of times where people just dump lands in these areas and they sell like, 10 to 15 parcels for about 5,500 mana. And those parcels sit there for a while because no one's going to spend like 60, 70,000 mana gobbling all of them up. So they sell one by one. But once there's not any parcels in there, parcels for 7,000 mana start to become attractive. Parcels for 8,000 mana start to become attractive because these days, there's actually not that many parcels that are near districts that are under like 8,000 mana. In fact, a lot of the parcels under like 8,000 are really on the far outskirts or not really close to anything. So these days, if you can get parcels within these districts for 7,000 mana and less, it's actually a really good deal. So good on this person for buying that. What else do we have? 19,000 mana for one connected to Bittrex district. Don't know the value of Bittrex district, and I don't know about that. 17,000 mana for one connected to a road on 29 minus 46. Now, okay, maybe I won't go through parcel by parcel. This is going to take a really long time. This is going to be the last one I'll go through parcel by parcel. But this one, about 17,000 mana, 26 to minus 46. All right, let's check it out on the map. What do we have? We're all the way down here. And I've mentioned this before in many of my videos, but these 4 quadrants, if you can see, there's one quadrant here, one quadrant here, one here, and one here, right? So those 4 quadrants are between minus 50 and 50, right? Vertical and horizontally. They're kind of, that's pretty much the center of not city center, not really, really close to the city, but considered like close to Genesis City. Okay, the map's really big, like Decentraland map is really big. So if you can get parcels in here connected to a road under 20,000 mana, obviously the closer to Genesis Plaza, the better. You're doing really good. So this one for 17,000 mana, it's not an absolutely amazing deal. Like a great deal would be under 15,000 mana, but 17,000 mana is a good deal. Like if I want to resell that, you can probably resell that for like 18,500, 19,000 mana if you wait a couple of weeks. So yeah, that was a good deal. This one, 8,000 mana, 19,000 mana. Don't know about that. Okay, let's keep going. What else do I see? 6,500 mana. Again, like I said, if you can get these under 7,000 mana, it's a pretty good deal. A lot of these parcels that sell actually don't last on the marketplace for that long because people look for good deals. And if you have a good deal, and as soon as you put on the marketplace, it sells. So when I go visit the marketplace, you actually won't see many of these parcels or many good deals. You're just going to see them in the sold section. 9,100 mana. Again, connected to Bittrex. So that one was sold for 9,100 mana. Minus 56.5. Is that the same one that sold again? Yeah. Minus 56.4. Minus 56.5. No. Okay, so that person's picked up 2. So it's the same buyer? 2 double dots. Yeah, it is the same buyer, I think. Alright, maybe he's got... Oh, no, it's not the same buyer. Well, now the person overpaid. Anyway, let's keep going. 20,000 mana, really, for the spot between there. Damn. I had some spots between there. Sold for like 10,000 mana a couple of months ago. Let's keep going. 30,000 mana, really? Wait, minus 1670. Minus 16. It's up here, I think. You don't know the value of these districts yet, because at the end of the day, like the world hasn't opened up yet. So maybe these people getting it really close to certain districts, they might have some really good purchases. Let's see. Minus 16. What was that? Minus 1670. Okay, so connected to this guy. Greenpoint. Wow. 30,000 mana for that. Alright. That's a big price to pay. I mean, Greenpoint... I actually know that, Greenpoint community, and I'm going to make a separate kind of video about these guys, but I found out that they are a community that have been on Bitcoin Talk for a while and have their own token, and they existed way before Decentraland. And it's a pretty big community, and they kind of pooled money together to create this district. And it's a pretty big project. It doesn't really have much going on in Decentraland. There's not much posted about it, but I found out they have a really good Bitcoin Talk forum. So I'm gonna post a video about them later on. 12,000 mana for now. The lands connected to the Decentraland sign, like the iconic sign, are slowly running out. So anything 10,000 mana ish is actually a really good deal, because eventually what's going to happen is all the people connected to this are going to want to keep their parcels, because there's not, like, it's a very limited amount of parcels connected to Decentraland, and everyone's going to know, like, if you say, oh, I'm living on the Decentraland sign. So if this becomes a good spot, then, that could be a good deal. I try and look for road parcels, single road parcels, anywhere between like 8,000, 7,000 and 11,000. I actually get a lot of my parcels off the marketplace, like I've mentioned many times. So, there's just so many single road parcels, but I guess these ones are scarce, so it's not too bad of a buy. So all these, I think that's the, what's it called? The Festival Land. I think that's Festival Land parcel, district. These sold for 8,500 mana. I'm pretty sure these sold for like 7,500 like a month ago. So are you telling me this guy really sold? Are you telling me this guy flipped it for some sick profit? Ooh, he did. 6,700 mana. He resold it for 8,500 mana. Check that out, guys. Like I said, if you can get it near some good districts for under 7,000 mana, boom, you could sell it again for 8,500 mana. 8,500 mana. So good work to him. Nice work. 1, 2, 3. That's like 4 flips. Probably made 2,000 mana off each one. Almost 10,000 mana, which is like 1,000 USD. Well, about 700 USD at this amount of price, but that's a good flip. Nice work. Nice work. What else do we have? Getting parcels close to Genesis plazas. I've seen a lot of people do this. Get like parcels 3 to 4, parcels away from Genesis plazas. I'm not too sure on the valuations of that, because I've seen a lot of. They're still kind of in the middle of nowhere. We don't know what happens at these Genesis plazas, apart from there's going to be events. We know there's going to be events, but like what kind of events are going to be held exactly? So don't really know the value of those. So I would hesitate on buying them for anywhere over like 9,000 mana. I wouldn't buy them for, but 6,700 mana is not too bad, considering that the cheapest parcel right now on Marketplace is like 6,500 mana. So if you're buying it at the bottom range, at the end of the day, you have to remember that as like new investors, what they're going to do is they're going to fire out the marketplace. They're going to order it from highest to cheapest, and they're going to select, one that's really cheap, because they're new investors. They don't want to spend that much mana, or the majority of new investors. They're not going to want to spend that much mana or money entering or risking it into this new project that they don't really know much about. Okay, and is at its very early stages. So what's attractive are really cheap parcels that have a reason to be purchased, like one that is close to Genesis Plaza, that's really cheap. Ones that are closer to certain districts that are very cheap. That's what's going to make them stand out from the usual, like really far outskirts one. So yeah, if you can buy these close to Genesis Plazas for the really bottom, like really cheap, 6,700 mana, it's pretty good. But if you're buying that for 8,000 mana, I would hesitate at the moment. I would probably resell it at 7,900 or 8,500 mana. Again, like, I come from a flipping perspective. Like, I buy and sell for profit. So for me, a good deal has to be a great deal, because I can't flip good deals. I can't buy something. Like, if I buy this for 8,000 mana and I'm like, oh, that was a pretty good price, so that's good market price, it's not going to sell for like 2,000 mana extra, because when I put it for 2,000 mana extra, it's not going to be a good deal anymore. I have to buy for a great deal and sell it for a good deal. Do you know what I mean? So for me, like I said, yeah, if you can buy that under 7,000 mana, it's a pretty good deal. What else do we have? Like these ones, again, selling in the middle of Parcels for 9,000 mana. So now you can see that why the other ones were a good deal. This area here in between Red Light District and Fashion Street, I've noticed that single road parcels actually sell north of 15,000 mana. So if you can grab any of these between 10 and 15, you're doing good. I reckon there's not many of these, and they're going to be two big districts. So if you can grab any parcels connected to these single roads for anything under 15,000 mana, I think it's a good deal. What do we have? 7,500 mana, close to... Ooh, okay. Someone's been buying these out. Maybe they bought a block. Ooh. Okay. Now, if they're estates, it's a pretty good deal. This one sold for 17,500 mana. I remember looking at this. Pretty shocked at the valuation of that. Let's open it up. What else do we have? Middle of absolute nowhere. 6,000 mana. Okay, well, see, those are the kind of parcels that you're going to get for 6,000 mana. Who knows? Like, maybe people want parcels that are on, like, the far outskirts that no one really visits. I don't know what kind of stuff they're going to be doing there. Single road parcels, 24 to minus 60 in a pretty, not busy locality, but not too far out. It's just past the minus 50 mark. 12,000 mana. It's a pretty good deal, yeah. Now, these ones were close to Genesis Plaza, like center Genesis Plaza. I've noticed that the cheapest ones you can get in this area are about between 20 and 30,000 mana. So if you can grab any of these, plus 20 to minus, like 20 parcels this way. Sorry, from the center to here, from the center to there, like 20 to 20. If you can buy anything here, probably close to this double road as well. If you can buy those for under 20,000 mana, it'll do really well. I think this was a good buy as well, though, 25,000 mana. Because eventually what's going to happen is, as these cheaper parcels are picked off, and say the cheapest parcel is 45,000 mana, and you're like, oh, okay, so the cheapest one is 45,000 mana, and the neighboring ones are 80,000, 100,000 mana. Well, guess what starts to become attractive? The 45,000 mana parcel. So it's about, like, you have a bit of control over the scarcity. Holy shit, hold on. I need to put my charger on. Oh, wait, it is on. Why is it not charging? Okay, back. Where was I? Yeah, if you can pick these parcels up for, like I said, so if people are coming into this and they're seeing the cheapest parcel at 45,000 mana, then it starts to become attractive. So you might be able to resell that if you wait a bit, wait till all the parcels around it are sold, or you can buy up those parcels that are between 20 and 30 and relist them for 35, 40, because now there's no more competition for that kind of price range in that area. Do you know what I mean? And I've realized this, that if you have a control over a section and you can just buy up all the parcels there for like whatever price they are and then relist them higher than all of the ones that you bought it for, then there's no more competition for that. So you kind of have control over that aspect to a certain degree. Obviously, there's a lot of money you have to play with. This one was mine, I think, 59,118. I think that was mine. I sold no, wait. What did I sell for 23,000 mana? I'm not too sure. This one is a, what's it called? Ethereum project district. Pretty good. What else do we have? This guy sold, this is, connected to Battle. Battlegrounds and I think Engineering Parks in between there for 14,000 mana. I think I opened this guy up. So this guy, what the hell? 55,000 mana. Alright, don't know what happened there. But I was going to open this guy up. So this guy, in between two districts, I think it was bought for 7,500 mana. And I remember the guy buying it. He bought this one, and he also bought like that one for 7,500 mana. And I was like, woo, that one is definitely a good deal. Don't know about that one. Because at that time, there were parcels selling for 5,500, 6,000 mana. But, you know, it just goes to show if you wait a bit, then your parcel becomes scarce. And if the market goes up, then bam, you know, you can resell it. 17,500, that's 10,000 mana flip. That's a good flip. Some of these guys make some good money. All right, these ones are selling close to districts for 6,500 mana. Which district is that? If that's a good district or a decent district, then you could probably resell that for 7,500 to 8,000 mana. It's bought a ton of them. Let's close this. My laptop just starts lagging every time I open too many of these Decentraland marketplaces. I do not know why. Dragon City. All right. There is just way too many parcels available for Dragon City. You can just see that all of this area was just not bought during the auction. So I don't know about the areas around Dragon City, but at the end of the day, those are cheap parcels because it's at the cheaper end of things. I think when the second auction opens and everyone buys up these parcels, because that's, you know, eventually all of these parcels are going to be bought out, then they might be a way more attractive sale. What else do we have? 7,000. This one was mine. Yeah, that one was mine. 23,000 mana. Damn it. Should have sold it for more. I think I bought it for 19,000 mana. So it's a few thousand mana flip. Profit flip. We got this one. That one sold. These. I like how they're at the really cheap range. Anything under 7,000 mana, it's pretty good at the moment. So what's happening is all these under 7, you know, before there was under 6,000 mana parcels, all of them have been bought out. Then there was under 7,000 mana parcels, you know, the ones that were priced at 6,200, 6,500. Now all of them are being bought out. And eventually what's going to happen is the bottom range is going to start increasing. And you're going to be having like parcels where the cheapest parcel is going to be 10,000 mana. So when that starts to happen, then all of these parcels that people are not buying at the moment, they're going to start to become a lot more attractive to new investors. Now the only thing that can change that is if the price of mana increases. I'm telling you guys, I've seen this way too many times, and I know there's differing opinions, but the higher the mana token goes, if it starts to creep up above 30 cents, above 40 cents, if it starts to creep up to $1, then these parcels that have sold for 6,700 mana, they're going to be happy selling the same parcels for, say, 3,000 mana. Because if mana is trading for $1 and you're selling this from 6,700 to 3,000 mana, then you're making $2,500 profit in fiat. And although we're all a crypto community and we like to make money in, you know, relative to tokens, so we want to have higher tokens and high Ethereum values and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, people need to cash out to use their money in real life. They need to use it for bills. They need to use it for holidays. They need to use it to buy a new car. And so when the token value does increase, and I'm sure it'll increase to over 50 cents, probably closer to $1, then you're going to see people cashing out their parcels and, like, you know, selling their parcels that they purchased for 6,700 mana for 3,000 mana, 2,000 mana. For example, like say the same guy purchased this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. So he's got 5 parcels for 6,000 to 7,000 mana. Let's just say 6,500 mana average price. He's got 5 of those parcels. That's about 30,000 mana, right? And he spent what? 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, $2,500 to purchase these 5 parcels. Now, so $2,500 to purchase 5 parcels. Now, if wait, did I say $2,500 to purchase these 5 parcels? Now, if the mana token increases to say $1, hypothetically increases to $1, then the same guy that bought these 5 parcels, he'd be happy selling them for 3,000 mana. Check it out. If he sells them for 3,000 mana for $1 per mana, 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5 times 3,000, 15,000 mana. That's $15,000 that he can cash out. He'd be thinking, man, I got 5 parcels in Decentraland out of my set of 30 parcels. Maybe I'll just sell 5 of them and buy myself a new car. Like, this is the mentality that starts to happen when people start to make a lot of money with their tokens. So you got to keep that in mind. And, you know, those are the reasons why I try and buy at a price that's like a really good deal. So if mana token does go up, I protected myself. Something you have to keep in mind. We're past the week. Bam, guys, we are past the week mark. So some really good deals. I think the ones that are getting bought out close to districts, like say 2 to 3 parcels away from districts, any one of those under 7,000 mana, I would grab onto them. Again, like anything close, anything in the minus 50 to 50 range that are connected to single roads that are selling for under 15,000 mana is a good deal. I'm not too sure about these ones that are not connected to any single roads, just because when the world opens, we do know definitely that the parcels that are connected to single roads and roads are going to get traffic, but we just don't know exactly what's going to happen to the ones that are not connected to any parcels, any single roads or roads in general. Although there's going to be teleportation, but I think people are going to want traffic, right? They're going to build these beautiful creations, and then if no one's really looking at them, I don't know if they're going to get bored. Anything, like I said, it's under 7,000 mana or the cheapest, range, you can get them near Genesis City. It's not too bad. The ones that are in between a bunch of districts for under 7,000 mana is a really good deal because you can resell them for like 8.5 to 9,000 mana, which is what is happening in some of these cases. The Decentraland sign, so if you can get them between, I'd say 9 to 11,000 mana, 12,000 mana is at the upper end of a good deal, but it's still a pretty good deal. I think eventually what's going to happen is the single roads, like the cheapest single road you'll be able to get is going to be less than 15. It's going to be between the 10 and 15,000 mana range. Like right now, it's about 9 to 11,000 mana is probably the single road prices, parcels connected to the single roads the cheapest range you can get. That's going to increase in time. This one sold 20,000 mana connected to 2 single roads. That's a really good deal. 32 to minus 24. It's a good deal. Not a great deal. Like, I would love to get that for under 20,000 mana, like 18,000 mana. I'd be like, ooh, I'm getting that. And I'd relist it for about 25,000 mana. But then again, like this was for 20,000 mana. It's actually really good. Like I reckon you could probably resell it for like 24 to 25,000 mana. This one was a bit pricey. But like I said, that district, there's a lot of activity going on that. All right. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on this because we have some more stuff to go through. So I'm going to go through just what's on sale at the moment. Like I said, guys, like I have been really unimpressed with what's been on the marketplace because, again, I buy my parcels off the marketplace because they're better deals that way. And if you've gone through my course or if you've seen my videos, then you'd know how I kind of get my parcels. Or the other alternative is just to be really, really hawk-eyed on marketplace and have alerts and stuff so that when there is a good deal, you're like one of the first to see them. 29,000 mana. I think this is the same. No. Yeah, 29,000 mana. Ooh, if that was under 25, it'd be a good buy. 20 to 25. Because it's pretty close to Genesis City. I think it's only like 15 spots away from Genesis. And it's connected to 2 single roads. So under the 25 range, probably closer to the 20,000 range, I would purchase that. And I'd probably relist it for 25 to 28,000 mana. That one's 3 single roads. So it's at the end of a road. 14,400 mana. Not too sure about that yet. Probably like to get that under 11,000 mana. Nope. That one's not too bad of a deal. In fact, that's probably one of the better deals. If you can pick that up for under 9,000 mana, I'd buy that because I'm pretty sure you can sell that for 10,000 mana. Quite. Like in another week or two, when single roads are more bought out, that's going to be a pretty attractive purchase because it's almost connected to 2 single roads. In fact, Decentraland actually classifies this corner to be connected to a road. And it's also it's pretty close to like a smaller Genesis City area. It's in Genesis Plaza, sorry. What else do we have? There's a lot of those lands for 7,500 mana. Ooh, 9,750. Okay. 7,500. If that was under 7,000, like if those are 6,500 mana and you can buy all of these for 6,500 mana, I would buy all of them. Because I know that you can probably sell them for 7,500 mana. So I'd relist them at 7.5 to maybe 8,200 mana. No, probably 7,500 mana. They'd probably sell it pretty quickly. So, like, if I could buy 10 of them, that's like 10,000 mana profit. And that's what I like. I like doing bulk deals. Or I might even contact the seller of that and offer them something. What else do we have? Nothing that great at the moment. Isn't that the one that sold for 16,900? Cheeky bugger. Is he reselling that? Is he reselling that? Yeah. Wait a second. This guy. It is. 29 minus 46. Oh, he's reselling it for 500 mana profit. Okay. It's a pretty quick flip. Well, there you go, guys. Like, it's still an attractive purchase, right? Okay. It's still a good purchase. So, I mean, like, if you can make 700 mana profit, why not? What else do we have, guys? So there's a parcel of 4 here, close to double roads. You know what? That's not a bad buy. I would like to get all 4 of these under 15,000 mana. In fact, if you can find the seller of that, you'd probably be able to get them all for less than 15,000 mana each, because obviously he wants to sell all 4 of these at the same time. And it's been sitting on the marketplace for almost a few days to a week now, I think. What else do we have? So this is the 5th page. That one's still selling for 59,000 mana. I've got a Genesis City land connected to, I've got a Parcels that's connected to the Genesis Plaza that I've been listing for 49,000 mana. Still no one's purchased it. I'm pretty surprised. It kind of goes to show that I might have to wait a little bit for people to come in with bigger bags of money to buy the more expensive parcels. So, if you're in the game to flip parcels, then I'd probably stick to the lower parcel, like the lower price points at the moment. Anything under 7,000, anything under 10,000 mana for single roads, or 9,000 mana for single roads. Just because you take a risk, when you purchase like higher, more expensive roads. Like, say you got a really cool deal on like Center Genesis Plaza. You bought it for 200,000 mana. Like Center Genesis Plaza connected to one of the double roads. You bought it for 200,000 mana, and you released it for 500,000 mana. Now it'll probably sell for 500,000 mana, but there's rarely going to be new investors that have that much money or mana to spend, and that's the risk you take at flipping higher valuation parcels. So yeah, maybe stick to the cheaper ones for now before an influx of before the next kind of boom of new investors. So that's pretty much it, guys. Mana token's gone down quite a lot for this last week, but you know what? Like, that is because specifically related to Bitcoin. So when mana token goes down, because Bitcoin has gone down, and you notice that when Bitcoin goes down a few percent, like all the altcoins just like get smashed. Go down 10%, some like go down 20%. Everyone's like in like death, in crazy mode, right? So when mana goes down relative to Bitcoin, then it's fine. Like, don't stress about the project. Don't stress about, you losing money because you've now gone to, you've now invested in mana and you should have kept your money in this. It all keeps changing around. Like, I used to have so many tokens where I sold too early and I'm like, oh crap, this one boomed. But now I'm into mana token. Mana token's gone up and I can buy the same amount, if not more, of the other tokens. So everything just fluctuates. It's all fine. I hope Bitcoin stays stable at the very least, or starts to go up, because at least mana token will go up. But I kind of like the mana token price range being between 7 to 10 cents, because people can start to spend a lot more on parcels, because they can convert their fiat into mana. So it doesn't bother me at the moment. For the next 3 to 6 months, if people are still accumulating parcels and new investors have the opportunity to buy parcels, then it's a great thing, especially when Decentraland have a lot to do still. If mana token is really expensive right now, it's just turning away a lot of investors, then the project might not be able to grow at a rate that is good for it. So you know what, guys? Everything happens for a reason. I hope you're not struggling too much with the crypto world being down at the moment. If you can hold a little bit longer, I'm sure you'll be rewarded. But that's it, guys. Enjoy the video.